It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, Sarah Foreheads here today. Ethan is off again today. He will be joining me again tomorrow morning, so hopefully you will tune in for that. Most kids getting back to school today after spring break, so hopefully you have a great day. Back to school, back to work. It is time to hit the books. All right, we will begin with some news. The family of Riley Strain is suing his fraternity as well as some of his friends, Riley's friends, in his death last year, about 1 year ago. 22-year-old Riley is from Springfield. He was highly intoxicated when he drowned in the Cumberland River in Nashville in March of last year. The University of Missouri student was with some of the members of his fraternity at a bar when he was asked to leave for being too drunk. He left by himself and disappeared, only to be found in the river days later. Nearly 20 families are without a home right now after fire badly damaged their apartment building in Kimberling City. And authorities believe that fire was intentionally set at the Oak Apartments on State Highway 13. Fortunately, there were no injuries. Everyone did escape safely. But again, those families are displaced. Police think they know who started the fire, but at least at last check, they had not yet made an arrest. Charges are likely. Heads up on the roads this week. Starting today, Lone Pine is closed between Barton and Galloway streets and will be closed for about 2 weeks. Road crews are putting in a roundabout at the intersection. It's all part of a project that is also putting in a roundabout at the nearby intersection of Galloway and Luster. That intersection is also closed. There's troubling new reports on the dangers of marijuana and people who are driving under the influence. The study shows nearly 85% of marijuana users drive within 8 hours of using cannabis, and more than half of them, 53% of them, got behind the wheel within 1 hour of using. This comes as marijuana is a lot more accessible than ever, as 24 states, including here in Missouri, have legalized recreational pot. Making matters worse, there is no standard method for police to test for impairment while driving from marijuana specifically. Greene County is spending $25 million on renovations to the Circuit Court building on Boonville. Perhaps you've seen the construction underway. Right now, crews are constructing a new building that will have a secure entrance into the Circuit Court. In addition to renovations to the court building, renovations are also taking place at the County Administration Building and at the historic courthouse. The project should be completed in 2027, so it's going to take some time. This is interesting. Buc-ee's is suing a second Ozarks business claiming trademark infringement. This time, the business on the receiving end of the lawsuit is Barkey's, not Buc-ee's, but Barkey's, the dog park and coffee shop in Marshfield. Barkey's owner says it's a parody name and claims that it is legal. Buc-ee's opened its first Missouri store in Springfield in 2023 and has previously filed a lawsuit against another business over trademark infringement, Ducky's Liquor Store. Remember Ducky's? They got sued down in Kimberling City. That case is still in court. Well, congratulations on a big move to Springfield native and former Drury women's basketball coach Molly Miller. Did you see this? She just won the head coaching job at Arizona State. Congratulations to her. She's leaving the same position at Grand Canyon University, which is also in Arizona, after turning around that program and making it to the NCAA tournament. Grand Canyon also won 30 games in a row this season. Miller also had great success at Drury, her alma mater. They were 32-0 during the COVID year, but did not get the chance to play for a national championship because of COVID. Ozarks Greenways has a new leader. Ben Tegler has been named executive director of the nonprofit that advocates for the local trail system. He comes from the city of Springfield's Department of Economic Vitality. He is the third person to hold the executive director job at Ozarks Greenways in 9 months' time. So for whatever reason, quite a bit of turnover there, but hopefully he can get it back on the right track, I guess. I don't know. I love the trail system, and I'm always up for expanding it, just for the record. Thank you so much for tuning in. I so appreciate your viewership, your listenership, depending on where you're watching or listening to this podcast. Again, my better half will be back tomorrow, and I do hope to see you then. Bye-bye.